And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jay Pans, sitting in the Matchbox building with a very interesting guest. This guy's got potential to go far. I'd like to introduce Mr. All Hustle, No Chill, Nayra J.
Youngers be telling me, yeah, they be belling me, asking these questions about all the jealousy. I run the street and I ain't got no felony. I gotta get it, I gotta go better me, yeah. I am chasing the better me, yeah. I'm just focused on my energy, yeah. I got the melody, yeah. I treat this shit like it's on therapy.
How you doing, man? Have I butchered your name?
Yeah, a bit. A so, you say my name is Nayra J.
Nayra J.
Yeah, Nayra J.
Okay. So, like, is that like a misspelling of it, or
it's my part?
Your part. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I've spelled it completely different to how you're saying it, right?
Yeah.
But the way I say it is different.
So it's not Nayra. It's not. I'm so dyslexic, bro. Nayra.
Yeah, Nayra J.
Nayra J.
But it's spelled Nayra J.
Okay, and what's like? Is that like your actual name as well? Is that your real name?
I'll be real with you. It's my name backwards.
That's so mad, you know. That's so like I'm like doing like mental gymnastics to try and like get your name properly. So
yeah,
Nayra.
Yeah, Nayra.
Nayra J, man, in the fucking building, man. Bop. Come on, bro. So honestly, yeah, it is a great thing, great pleasure to have you down, bro. Going straight into it, I wanted to ask you, like, when I look on your feed, yeah, you have like a really abstract like creativity. I can kind of see it in your post. Like I seen the post of you, obviously it was in front of the signs and you're putting your stickers up, and then then it's just you sitting in the car with your hand up. Like you got like a really like mugging, like I want to say bizarre, but it's also interesting as well. Like,
no, I appreciate that.
Where does that come from?
I think it comes from being myself.
Yourself, okay.
And trying not to fit in.
Yeah, okay. So is it like an effort to be unique?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the hardest things to do in life.
Yeah. What do you think there's a lot of sheep about? A lot of people copying each other.
Come on, man. Yeah. you just got to look. You see the herd.
Yeah. You see the herd, man. That's true, man. It's like, I think a lot of people, they kind of conform with like, oh, my man's doing this. Oh yeah, let's just kind of do that, like just to fit in the crowd.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And
100%.
And I think like growing up, like I used to kind of be guilty of that as well. You kind of you forget your own personality and you just want to like fit in just to like, you know, like not stand out in a bad way or whatever. And no, I definitely respect it. I definitely think like it is, like I said, abstract, little bizarre. Like no, obviously, you see, it was the same thing with your video styles as well on your YouTube. You had like your cuts and how you transition to things. Like you have your weekly hustle.
Yeah. That's old, you know. You did dig in for that.
And I do dig in on all of my like kind of guests that come down.
I love capturing the scene that only you can see. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, Weekly Hustle is a good example of this. It's purely my life. Without filming it, you wouldn't know about my life. So I have total control of how I want to show you my life. And through doing these weird shots, I want to kind of show you that, like, yo, my life is as shit as yours, you know what I'm saying? But it's as blessed as yours. You know, I just don't want to. I don't want to show people a perfect image of myself.
So, do you think there's beauty in imperfection?
I think there's beauty in ugliness.
Yeah, I like it, man. Keep it up, and I think it's gonna translate through your music as well. Like one of your recent ones, the TikTok dance. You wanna grab your hands? I wanna grab your. I love that pause.
Yeah, so I'm experimenting. I'm total on experimentation mode.
Yeah. So are you still finding your sound? Still finding your style?
Yeah, this is the weirdest thing. You know what? I met a girl like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she was like a music journalist.
Oh,
and the first and the first question she was like, "What's your sound?" And I said to her, like, I haven't necessarily got a sound. I'm just being me. And this is a bit off topic, but the way I answered her was like, all right, so I'm an Asian rapper, innit? So already they put me in a box. And they put me in a box more by like, what is your sound?
So do you think like they were trying to get like you should have sounded it a particular way?
Yeah, man.
With maybe auto-tune or something like that.
Yeah, all of that. But I want to break that shit.
Did that annoy you when like she asked you that?
I mean, it don't annoy me because I've been asked it a lot of times, and I understand where the confusion is. You know, it's like,
do you think that like it's a stigma that needs to be broken, sort of thing?
Well, I want to break it.
Yeah, I like that energy, man. I want to break it. I'm gonna break this shit. I'm gonna flip and be the person who changes the scene. I like that, man. It's like you have a really kind of strong mindset, and that's something I kind of picked up from seeing your page as well. Like you really seem to have your head screwed on, and like, because like, how old are you?
20.
You're 20. Yeah, I was gonna guess 19, but yeah, you have your head really screwed on from like a young age, and I wanted to know like where did that come from? Have you had any like, life experiences where you're like, you know what, like you're sitting in school or something, or you're at a job, and you're like, nah, this ain't for me. Like I want this. Like where did it come from?
I think it come from, like, my mum, for instance. I grew up with a single parent mum. And being the eldest, like,
we know the struggles. Yeah, we know the struggles, man. Yeah.
You feel that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Similar situation, man. Like it's the same single parent household. It's tough, man.
It is tough.
It's tough without a dad around, bro. Like, and you know, sometimes you gotta step up. And I guess you got brothers then as well.
Younger brothers.
Oh yeah, like you said, yeah, longer. But and you know, you gotta feel like you need to look after them and help out where you can. And
yeah, man.
So, and you think now that's kind of molded you into the person who you are now. To I want to achieve everything so I can give back to my family, sort of thing.
I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things into it. But the main source of it is this drive to like show my mum the world. Like my mum's 43.
Yeah.
She's never been on holiday.
What? So she's never left the UK?
Never left the UK. Only to India, because I was born in India, right?
Yeah.
But that's it. And I spent a year in India.
Is that it?
That's it. I ain't never been on holiday.
Have you never left the UK?
Never left the UK. I've been stuck here, bro, working.
Bro, you need to get out of here, man. Well, not like escape, but like you need to go see the world.
I know, bro.
You need to go see the world because the world is beautiful, bro. And I think I've come across people like that, you know, born in this city, went to school in this city, got a job in this city, got old in the city, died in the city, bruv.
That's what I'm saying.
And do you know like how sad and like almost depressing that sounds, bruv? Like
sad.
You got a whole open world out there, and you just stayed in your home city. Do you know what I mean? And I think a byproduct of that is people then get like a really narrow view of the world, and you know that they're not immersed in different cultures and different types of people, and they don't have their worldview open up. They just see everything through their phone, don't they? Do you know what I'm saying? And then it's just dead.
I mean, you only know what you're exposed to, innit?
Yeah, facts.
So if you're not exposing yourself to anything, you only know what other people know.
Yeah, well, there you go. They literally, and it's also like you're just being programmed by what other people's experiences of like seeing the world, and you're not getting your own. And you might find, you know, you actually love living somewhere else, or you might love another country, man. You wouldn't even want to go back to.
This is another thing I tell people. I feel like, you know, like we've been on Earth for so many years, humans, and like you can't tell me the height of human existence is to stay in your four walls, stay in your postcode, and then die in your post. That's not the level. That's not the highest level of human experience.
It's not what that concept. What you just said there is very interesting. I don't know if you're like big into like Norse mythology, like Vikings and stuff.
No.
But there was a very famous Viking called Ragnar Lothbrok, and he was a farmer.
Sick.
Yeah, and he was obviously like kind of in Scandinavia, and it was like Scandinavia was quite poor. So that's the reason why the Vikings would go raiding. Okay. So to get riches from people. And at that time, they would only go raiding eastward, so like through into like geography here, like, you know, go into like Denmark and kind of the Baltic countries, kind of like close to, like, not kind of outside of Russia, like kind of where like Ukraine, like they were basically went east in it.
Cool.
But a lot of eastwards was also just kind of poor farmers. And Ragnar, he had this, he heard rumors of let's sail west to England, because they heard about like a country called England with like rich cities and rich monasteries, and everyone said nah, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's too dangerous. We can't. You know, no Viking has ever crossed on. Obviously, they had the longboats, didn't they? No Viking has ever crossed the open ocean by longboat. But he was like, nah, man, I'm going. So he went behind his earl's orders. Like his earl said, no, it's not happening. He snuck with his friend and a couple of them, and they went to England. And not only did they discover it was real, but they landed on a monastery called Lindisfarne. I think it's like near York. I think it was near York. And literally they get there and realize there's loads of monks. Just kill them all, take all the treasure, and come back. And then they get praised like heroes. Like they proved England was real, and they came back even richer than they would have done if they would just continue going to their normal tracks of life.
That's what it's about, man.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's going out of your comfort zone, and for what people saying, like I can't get my words. I'm getting hyped. It's like going after that kind of dream and passion, because like you said, if you stay in these four walls, you have no idea what you could achieve.
No, you
know what
don't.
I mean?
I was actually reading this book this week, and it said through every scientific endeavor, only breakthroughs happen when you go against tradition.
Yeah, and you step into the dark and into the unknown.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, they think, oh, risk, but they forget the reward.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think as well, as human beings, most of us, I hope, are built for adventure.
We all are, man.
We're built for adventure, like, you know, to create our own stories. And because, like, for me, like, I've kind of thought about this before, like, when I have a family and stuff, like, I want to be one of them granddads in it that have all my grandkids about. And I'm kind of sitting on the tree and I've got, like, just loads of stories, man, you know, about experiences, and they just want to hear, oh, granddad, tell me this, tell me about this. And then that like, to me, would be a peaceful end to my life. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can then share my wisdom of the world to, like, you know what I mean?
Pass it down.
Pass it down through the family, innit? But yeah, no, I knew you'd have this sort of mindset as well, so I'm glad to, like, hear it from you as well. Something I kind of came across when I was, like, obviously watching your videos is you have something, obviously, all hustle and no chill.
Yes.
Yeah. So I seen you have, like, on t-shirts and shit, right?
Yeah.
So how did that start?
I'll be real with you. It just originally started to make money.
I
just wanted to make bread aside from trapping. Aside from doing these other things that are gonna put me in prison. So I was like, all right, t-shirt. Here's another thing about, like, the reason I didn't want to go into the trap shit, because it's not scalable, you know what I'm saying?
It's not, man. It's not.
T-shirts are scalable. You can scale a t-shirt to 1 million customers. You can't scale weed to 1 million people.
Now, you know what, and I think we're trapping, because I spoke to a previous guest before you, and he was kind of talking about that as well. It's like, I think the thing with trapping, it's like fast money in and fast money out. Like, you think you're making a lot of dough, but you're not, because you know, you can have a good month, you know, you get your supply in, and, you know, you got your runners out, and, you know, boom, yeah, you're making sales. But the next month or the month after that, you know, you can get robbed. You can, like, you can get killed, bro. You're caught by the feds, man. And it's like, why risk your freedom and your life, bro? You know,
that's what I'm saying.
It's not. There's more ways to make money, man, and it is like what you're doing. And has that been successful?
It's been successful in terms of what I've learned.
Yeah. I like that answer.
I'm not gonna tell you I made £1 million.
Yeah. But I think
a lot
of it is the lessons through failure, because
100%.
I think people, they think, oh, I'll start a business and, you know, it's just a straight line to success. Nah, it's like, you know, you try this out. Oh, the font didn't look good. Oh, try this out. Oh, there was an issue with the, I don't know, supply chain. We didn't have a good relationship with our suppliers. And it's all these kind of like, and then you just gotta put it together, and then eventually you get the result you want.
That's how a light bulb was made.
Thomas Edison, yeah.
What's time, bro? I think a lot of our generation, especially our generation, because to be fair, we're the only generation growing up into this. You want it, you get it now.
Instant gratification. Yeah.
Amazon, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, the world, the nature of the world don't work like that.
It's gradual.
Yes.
So it takes time, and yeah.
Mm.
That's something I've had to take time in myself, like, to, like, learn and change my brain chemistry, because, like, you know, we grow up with the instant click. It's just, you get programmed, and then you want everything just now, and it is hard to break out, but you can do it.
You can.
But you just need to rewire your brain chemistry and understand, okay, no, you know, things take time. You know, it's not gonna work tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Yeah. But no, definitely, like keep it up, because I can tell you are quite entrepreneurial, and I wanted to know, like, is music, is it a passion, or is it like another string to your bow? Like, do you just see it as another venture to make money and make yourself financially free, like, alongside your, like, all hustle brand?
I think, you know, as much as I want to make money from music, I'd be real, the money would go back into making greater music. Like, I really want to play. Like, as much as I love the entrepreneurial side of things, and making companies, and I want to make products, and I want to make, like, I want to make the iPhone of rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love.
So it's like a physical product, or just your actual music?
Just music. Like, I look at music as a product, and
what it is, it's a service. You are, like, I speak about this a lot as well. Is like, as an artist, you are a business.
100%.
You have to brand yourself. You need your fans are essentially your customers.
100%, bro.
Do you know what I mean? And, you know, 100%. You need to make sure you're, like you said, the iPhone of rapping. Got to make sure your product and your service is 10/10, man. So, do you think you want to continue doing the clothing line, or do you want to transition to something else?
Right now, the clothing line's doing good for like, you know, little streams of income here and there. People who really like my music or like me, they'll buy it. I think I'm gonna continue it. I want to scale it bigger and bigger. But first is like the music is just. I love music, bro.
Yeah.
It's there, you know what I'm saying?
In the heart, man.
Yeah, bars.
So like you said, you were making like, what was it, 7 songs a day or 7 songs a week, something like that.
On a good day, 7. On
yeah.
a bad day, 3.
And do you not suffer from any writer's block or anything like that?
Here's the thing I do, but I have a weird theory about how you get through it.
How do you get through it? Because I know there'll be a lot of people interested to know, because that's something I've kind of had a lot of problems with. Like I'll write something and I'll have like a good spurt of like, oh yeah, this is hard. And then I'll just be staring blankly at the page for like half an hour and then just get frustrated and then just walk away, bruv, you know what I mean?
I've been there. I think it comes from this idea of when you write it, it's got to be perfect.
So you're chasing the kind of perfection.
You're chasing the finished song and you're at the start. You focus on each element. So like me making 3 songs a day, if you to play them, you would be like, what the fuck? Like, it sounds unfinished. Yeah. But that's the point.
Oh, so would you say they're drafts?
Yeah, but audible drafts. To a point where you can listen to it from 0 to 3 minutes and it sounds, okay, I understand the message, I understand the vibe.
Understand the general consensus of the song, yeah.
But no way am I trying to, you know, it's like, imagine J.K. Rowling trying to write the first Harry Potter, the whole Harry Potter series in one day.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of this idea of the song's gotta be perfect. It will get, and no one cares about how long it took you to make a song.
They just care about the final product, and
exactly.
Yeah. So do you not put any like kind of time constraints on yourself? You don't think like, oh, by this time I need to get X amount of songs done, or do you just kind of like let it happen, like you let it just unravel from your brain?
I just make sure to record every day.
Yeah.
Every day, no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on, no matter time, I make sure to get in the booth and just spit. Make it a daily habit of practice, you know. Like you want to get better at free throws, I'd ball every day.
Yeah.
Throw them every day.
So it's what you just said there. It kind of tailors me into like a question for you, because that's very interesting. I want to know from you, what is more important, motivation or discipline?
Discipline.
Yeah.
And everyone's motivated today. Everyone is motivated.
And then they're not tomorrow, are they?
Nah, discipline is what? Discipline is the difference between a normal person and a soldier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Discipline this is something I'm learning in my life right now. And like discipline, dedication, you know, these words. If you like, I was talking to my friend over there. I said, "Yo, when you say the word dedication, what type of people pop in your head?" Think about how powerful that is.
That is true, actually. I never really thought about that, but like that's like straight. Someone thinks of me as like fucking like Mike Tyson, bro.
You know what I mean?
Muhammad Ali, just
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, just even Jeff Bezos, man. And one of the photos I've seen from him, obviously, was when he started the Amazon company in his garage, and it's literally just like, you know, funny enough, it's kind of like this, man.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, but it's got like Amazon on the white kind of thing written in black, and it's just him on a desk in a garage, bro. Yeah. And now he's multi-billionaire, bro. Like he's got warehouses everywhere, man. It's like dedication, and it's these key people that you know you do think of. But no, that's why I asked you that, because I think a lot of people, I want to feel motivated. I want to feel motivated I feel motivated today. But motivation is a temporary feeling.
It is, man.
You know what I mean? You might sometimes feel, oh yeah, I'm gassed to do it. But tomorrow you might come back from work, tired as fuck, man, hungry. And you think, you know what? Like, I still got to go do this thing, no matter how I feel. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
These like, for instance, gym. I'm not really too keen on gym. I'm more of a motivated gym person. I haven't.
What do you mean by that?
So like, I know gym's important and I want to do it, but I just can't. For some reason I haven't applied that discipline. But in terms of recording, bro, I don't care what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Like, I will record every day.
You can apply the discipline you have for your music eventually to go into gym.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
You know, you definitely will. Like once you make that jump and you take that jump to go and you start going to gym, like the first week, maybe even the first month, is gonna feel like fuck. You're gonna feel shit, man.
This will be my first week.
Have you started already?
Yeah, my chest is dead, man.
Dead, man. You start benching, and bro, like you're just aching and like, but keep consistent with it, like your music, even because the worst part is getting to the gym. That's always like when you come back from work or you wake up, you're like, oh, it's so comfy in my bed, man. Or like, oh, it's so comfy doing this. And then this idea of going to the gym, that's long. But if you're like, you know, fuck that, I'm still going. and then you get there, you're like, oh, actually, you know, it's not too bad. Get into the flow of doing a workout, you feel amazing, man.
I definitely feel it.
Yeah.
It's definitely something I want to prioritize for the next year and like coming to the end.
Good, because that dopamine hit like 6 months, 7-8 months down the line, when you start to see your body changing and you're getting stronger.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it's a dopamine hit, man. That's why I think there are so many gym heads, like, and especially like, you know, when your gal breaks up with you and you're going through heartbreak, bro. That's they call it a heartbreak gains.
Nah, I feel that. That's
because
probably...
you're just in the gym, living there, man. You know what I mean?
I can see why people go. It definitely is nice how I've been there. I did chest and triceps.
Did you? Yeah.
And my friends all bang gym in it.
Yeah.
They're quite big guys, so they're like, "Yo, it's 20 man, fuck around, get in the gym." Do
you ever feel like demasculated when you're around like geezers that are just big? Like, did you ever feel like, oh shit, like, and then you kind of look at yourself, or do you not let that bother you?
Nah, man. Before, like 16-year-old me would have. But I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
You don't care, yeah. Just in your own lane, you know, about me.
So I was watching this video by Prince yesterday, and he said, so you're an artist too, innit?
Yeah.
So when you make a song and you finish it, you feel like it's perfect in your own point of view until you send it someone else and they share their point of view. So
it's like a second opinion, yeah.
So who's right?
Well, no one's right. All music's so subjective, isn't it?
The truth lies in the
middle. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I see where you're going with that. Yeah. So it's somewhere in between, innit?
You know. So if I go to like see my guys quite big and this, I can have a thing. In my eyes, I'm perfect until I start letting myself think through their eyes. You know, I can't allow that. I gotta be so locked into myself. I just don't give a shit.
Nah, fair enough, man. And like, I guess that is the main thing. You know, you're comfortable in your own skin.
It took time though.
Yeah, it does. It does. Like, you know, a lot of us have problems and demons and insecurities, man. But there's two, like how I see it. There's two types of people. There's the victim who kind of, you know, sits in a hole and dwells in like, oh, like I feel like this, or there's the strong person who kind of, you know what, yeah, I feel like this, but I'm going to start these little things every day and building myself into the person I want to become, the best version of myself. Because if you imagine like yourself, like, you know, where you're living, the car you're driving, amount of money you're making, whatever job or occupation you're doing, that figure, like that figure imagination of you exists in the universe, in an alternate universe somewhere. It is real. So if it's real and you have that in your mind, and you slowly work, like start to think, what would that person do? And then you will form those habits, like
habits,
now, yeah. You start forming the habits, and slowly you become that person. And then you like literally transform, and you don't even recognize yourself anymore, because you're like, holy shit, man! Like you start looking around your life, like, and I've got this car, I'm living here, you know, my song's blowing up,
exactly.
bro. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's a spiritual power, man, and I really believe like humans have that.
I believe that a lot.
Yeah.
But it takes time to find that. You know, I think I'm really lucky. You know, very lucky.
In what way? Like,
and just the way that my life has turned out.
Okay, like
certain things have been in my life that have allowed me to, like you say, be 20, a young guy, but have my head screwed on.
Yeah.
And although if I explain those lucky situations to some people, they'll be like, that's actually quite unlucky. But it's quite lucky in a way.
Okay, good. Let's go into that. Like, give me an example of one of your situations.
Okay, so I have a single parent mom, but she's not doing crack.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. I've seen some sad stories about that. Yeah.
And they were like, okay, I got a single parent mom, but the way she raised me is very different. And she encouraged me, told me that I could be anything I wanted. Rather than I look at some of my friends and their relationship with their single parent mom. And it's literally little factors like that. I probably wouldn't be this guy today.
Well, there you go. Like, I think a lot of things and how people are stems from like the family household.
100%, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And you need that kind of safety net to, I guess, yeah, you know, you come back from the outside world when it's been, you know, hard and hazardous. And, you know, you have someone to like rejuvenate, and you have the right people around you to like, you know, now keep going, man, do this. It's important. And I think you are fortunate to have like a mom like that, like definitely. 100%. Because like you said, there are some terrible parents.
Yeah,
I've seen them, man.
Bro.
I've seen absolutely like terrible parents. But
it's not their fault though.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a trap.
I know, but like, you know, we don't pick our parents, do you? You know, you just get spawned into the world. Do you know what I mean?
You just press a button.
Yeah, press a button and boom. Well, hello, I'm here. So what, if you don't mind me asking, like, what happened to like with your dad? Is he in your picture anymore, or?
Nah, he's not in my picture.
Yeah, no. Is it a bit too personal or?
Nah, that's cool, man.
That's cool. Yeah, like is it? Would you ever fallen out with him or?
It's kind of like, so, briefly explain. So my mom and dad split up. And, you know, it's kind of like, I'll come see you the weekend. Then it gets late by 20 minutes. And it's 30 minutes. And then next thing is like 2 hours. And then 1 week he just don't show up at all.
Oh, so
And it's
slowly just
yeah, man.
left. Yeah.
Gone.
I never really like, I've met people whose parents have kind of been like that as well, or and I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand you bringing a child into the world and then not just caring for them at all. Like I don't know, it beats me. Some people are just lousy dads.
I understand to the point. Like, I'm at a point where I've kind of healed from all that shit, and I just understand that as I'm getting older and becoming a man, I realize that your life is tough, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I have no idea what was going through his head at the time. And I read this quote in a book. It said, if everyone threw their problems in a pile, you would take your shit back. Yeah, I'm saying.
I actually like that. That's actually
I live by that,
that's actually really, really good. So that's going off the sense, like, you know, someone else's problem might be a lot worse than
even with let's say my father was literally sitting here where you're sitting.
Yeah.
And I threw all my problems at him. Like, yo, you left. I had to grow up alone. I had to learn how to fight, all this stuff. And then he could have just, like, this is a bit far. He could have just turned around and say, well, I see 5 people get murdered. I've been running from that. You know, we just don't know. Stuff like that.
And but have you never had that, like, reconciliation with him? You that kind of sit down and talk if you just haven't seen him? Like,
I ain't seen him. No.
Oh, man.
And I think if he was to talk, I'm at a point where I don't really want to talk.
You just don't care, like, about knowing him or whatever.
No, I just hope he's having a good life, and he doesn't punish himself. You know,
not too harshly. Yeah.
No, I'm not God, man. You know what I mean? There's only one guy for the answer up there.
Yeah.
Until here, I'm blessed. You know, I just pray you learn of your mistakes, and I'm not really a vengeful person.
Yeah, I think that's rare to find, because a lot of people, they will hold that kind of resentment and that kind of bitterness in their heart, and it blackens them, and then they want that kind of like revenge. I mean, don't get me wrong, like we all have the capacity to go down that dark place, you know, if we're really pushed to the edge. But you know, it's we've got to do our best to let go, forgive, and forget as much as humanly possible. Don't get me wrong, if someone comes and murders your mom, you know, that's different. But like, obviously, it's levels to it. But for the most part, it's trying to just keep your heart pure and clean, because otherwise, you'll go off and do a madness. You lose your head, bro, won't you?
You know, humans, we suffer from 2 things in life.
What's that?
It's our imagination or our memories.
Imagination and memories.
That's the only 2 things we suffer from.
How? In what way do you think we suffer from them? Because I think our imagination is a wonderful thing. I think the imagination is the reason why we have sitting in the room we are now. We've got laptops 100%. And microphones and everything.
But imagination can also be defined as anxiety. Yo, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. You're worrying about a demon tomorrow. It's not even here. It just depends how you use it.
Yeah.
Same as memories. Memories can kill people. Like, for instance, I could let that memory of my father not being there destroy me.
So that's like staying like in the past. Yeah. And then, so memories can lead to depression. Yeah. If you let them be negative, and the imagination can lead to anxiety.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like worrying about the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this are the 2 things we suffer from. We either suffer from things that have happened 10 years ago and they're not here today, or things that are gonna happen, they're not even here today. My whole thing about my dad is like, yo, if he's not here, I'm not gonna stress about it. If he's not in front of my eyes, I can't stress. I just don't want to live that type of life.
Nah, man, I like that, man. It's wholesome, and I think a lot of the viewers will take that on board, man, because it is that's literally what anxiety and depression are. Well, okay, I don't want to speak in absolutes. I've got to be very careful what I say, because I know it's a very sensitive topic, but for the most part, that is like, it's like worry about the future. That's like an anxious state, and not being able to overcome or like heal from the past is depressed, because you want it to be like it was in the past, but that's not your reality anymore. You know what I mean? And that fine line in the present is where your mind needs to be healthy. You know what I mean? And you know, you need to address those problems so you're not got clouds.
You got to control your thoughts, man.
Yeah, no, I know. That is the biggest thing I think people should know, because anxiety and stuff, like, you know, you're trying to take control of situations which you do not have control of,
100%, bro.
You know what I mean? And I meet so many people like that, like worrying about this, worrying about that. I'm like, just, you're not in control of it. Like, no, I know it seems scary, but there's no point stressing about it because you cannot physically manipulate it. The one thing you can do is your thoughts
100%,
and how you react to X situation. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
That's what we have, man.
Yeah.
So like when a problem, some of my friends told me this. He said there's a problem, then reaction, then solution.
Solution, yeah.
But we be focusing on just these two.
These two,
it's
yeah.
an infinite loop.
Not the solution, yeah.
Just get to the solution, man.
Yeah.
You know, mom comes home, she's stressing about bills. Get to the solution. Mom, I know you're stressing. It's okay. Sit down. I'm gonna sort it out. You know, don't get mad at your mom stressing about bills. It's her nature to stress. So, you know, I see a lot of man, them, they're like, oh, all my mom does is bitch. I'm like, bro, you know, you can tell her to be quiet, but in a nice way.
Yeah,
you just gotta take that problem, be like, okay, this is how you're reacting. Here's your solution.
Here's the solution.
You know?
Yeah.
And this is kind of in my own personal situation, you know? My mom be stressing sometimes, and I just gotta be the one to be like, it's okay.
Just like relax and be the mediator, be the calmer.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
It's blessed.
Nah, you got a good heart, man. You got a really, really good heart, and it's something I don't really come by a lot.
Thank you, bro.
And it's definitely like keep that close, man. Don't let the world corrupt you, bro, because it's easily done, man. It's very easily done, you know.
Man.
Yeah, it is. And I think you definitely. It seems like you have the right people around you, you know.
100%. Touch wood, man.
Yeah.
Touch wood, bro.
Do you like live at home or like do you like live with people? Because I always see you in this conservatory, bro.
Fucking.
And I see all these men around you, and they're always like the same sort of duns.
Bro, I'm fucking living with like. I wake up. So this is weird. I don't have a bedroom right now.
You don't have a bedroom, so do you sleep in that little office thing you have? Yeah.
I have a mattress that I put on the downstairs floor and sleep on, and then when I wake up, I go to the studio and stay all day.
Okay.
So I'm only at home, like inside my house, to either eat shit or sleep.
Yeah.
Other than that, I tell my friends, let's go, be working, planning, talking, living. You know, you're right, bro. I have a lot of good people around me, and I'm thankful for them.
Very blessed for that. Yeah.
So blessed.
Man. Yeah.
Especially in this music game, man.
You need it, man. You know, you need a team because I think a lot of people think, something I hear a lot of people saying, they say, don't trust anyone. And I get that mentality, but then you also need to be careful of it because if you just isolate yourself from everyone, you're not going to get anywhere. As humans, we are social creatures. We there is a benefit and a like strength in numbers. Like when you have a like dedicated group of people trying to get to one goal, you're gonna get it a lot faster than one guy trying to do it himself.
No. Well, one man did not make the pyramids.
Nope. And in Africa, yeah, when we were obviously all in, you know, going through the savannah and everything, like one person throwing a rock at a lion will just piss the lion off, and you know he'll get flipping eaten, bro. 16 people throwing a rock at a lion will kill the lion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another thing I got from my mom too, man. Just family. You know, she used to tell me when I was really young, like when my dad was gone, she was like, we gotta be like this, and if one of us goes like this, we'll all be like this.
That's deep, man. That's actually deep, bruv.
And I apply that with my people. Like, you say I got a good heart. I just try to focus on my heart a lot. I try to focus on trying to do people the best way I can.
Well, ultimately, I think that's why we're on this earth, man. I think
100%.
it is growing the soul, and being a positive force for the world.
Yeah, man.
Being like helping other people in trying to do as many selfless things as you can. Not too much because people take the piss, but as many selfless acts as you can to like, you know, like grow your own soul. And then, you know, God forbid it, the day we pass, you know, your soul transcends.
To believe in heaven.
Oh, getting into this. I think, see, I'm not majorly religious. Well, like I am and I'm not. I take lessons from actually quite a lot, like from Islam, Christianity,
Okay, cool.
Buddhism. I listen to a lot of the lessons from, because ultimately I think religion, whatever religion you listen to, is just, it's kind of the same thing in just different languages. Do you know? Ultimately, it's giving you the same principles to live your life as a decent human being, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I believe in this literal man in the clouds with a gold staff and his golden gates. I don't believe that, or neither do I. I don't know about, like, you know, a horned goats with a fucking trident and there's fire volcanoes everywhere. I actually think like the idea of heaven and hell is here on earth, because, and like kind of going back to what you're saying there, is like your mental state. is if you can create your own hell. You can be living your own hell, or you can be living in your own heaven.
Yeah, man.
Like as a consequence of the actions and decisions you make in your life. Do you get what I mean? So you always have a choice to what you can do. You know, you could leave here today and meet someone. He said, "Oh, yo, do you want to buy some crack? Do you want to buy some crack?" And then it's you could then start taking crack and then go down a really dark hole. And then, you know, you've got a mad addiction. You lose your friends. You stop doing music. You get kicked on the streets. You're living in your own hell. You know, you've created your own hell. On the flip side of that, you can be consistent on doing your music. You keep disciplined. You get into the gym. You keep, you know, your people around you. Once you start, you know, getting your bag, you know, you give the bag to the people around you. They start eating as well. There's always food on the table for everyone around you. Then you start creating the life you want. You're in your own heaven.
I believe that.
Do you know what I mean? And I think for me, like, this is going to sound really deep, but I think we keep getting reborn onto this earth until, like I was just saying, your soul transcends the lessons you are here to learn. And if you aren't learning those lessons and you're still kind of giving into like the sins, the deadly sins and that, then you're just going to keep coming back.
I like that, you know.
You're going to keep coming back until you transcend, you know what I mean?
I like that. I like that.
That's kind of like my idea of it. Kind of actually no, but before I get into that, what do you think? Do you believe in heaven and hell?
Consciously.
Yeah.
Like on a scale of like, yeah, I just use it to base my life off a lot of things. Like, you know, I don't know if I believe. I just know there's something there. I don't know.
There's definitely something there. There is an architect to our universe. That's without
I do believe
doubt.
in God strongly.
Yeah,
very strongly.
Because I don't know if it's God, Allah, Buddha. Like there is some figure. There is something. Do you know what I mean?
See, when I say God, it's kind of just, you know, it's just like someone put me here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
I'd like to think there's heaven and hell. I'd like to think bad people get punished for being bad.
You think so?
I'd like to. Man.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're like a Bin Laden, you should go to hell.
You should go for eternity as well.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, there's some people on this earth that do some nasty things.
Yeah. Well, that's I have to agree with you because there is a length to human evil which you just cannot believe. Like you just cannot believe like is the world can really be that dark.
I believe the ghetto be sharing a lot of that evil. You know.
You reckon so?
Yeah, but I don't think it's a conscious evil. I feel like people in the like these impoverished neighborhoods, they do evil things because they're not given the necessities to do good
opportunities.
Things.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess also like I feel like their minds and their hearts have been corrupted massively by you know the system and the machines that put us here and kind of keep us in this slave kind of ghetto mindset, thinking that like divide and conquer, man.
100%, bro.
Getting people to fight each other and not realize the power they have with each other.
Bro, you'd think the hood would work together.
You would? You genuinely would, man. Like instead of fighting each other, bro. Like
man.
It makes no sense, bruv. It really makes no sense. But something what you obviously kind of you going into all of this. I've kind of I think I've asked this about one of my previous guests. Say you get to the end of like you're kind of not into your music career, but you're progressing in your music career, and you're getting to a point of potentially global fame. But the last kind of obstacle between that is, you know, like a big signing with some like major like record label, major deal or whatever, and they say to you, you need to sell your soul for you to progress to this last bit.
Oh, fuck that! I do without selling my soul, man.
Would you just turn around and just drop it?
Oh, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
My soul.
Yeah. Nah.
I tell them that people won't listen to me no more, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People listen. I don't want it to be people listen to me for my gimmicks. I don't want you to like me because I got a chain or fucking bad bitches everywhere. I want you to like me for being me. So I tell the label, like, I don't see where you're winning with this, bro.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's not happening.
No, yeah. I rate that, man, because people can get persuaded by, you know, material possessions and earthly possessions when, you know, once you're 6 foot in the grave, bro, none of that's going to matter, is it really?
Man, I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah. You just want to put good music out there then, yeah?
Just want to make great music that entertains, educates, and inspires people, and just live life, man.
I like that, man. Powerful message. Fucking powerful message, man. Well, to finish off, because we are coming up to the end of the time, sorry, guys, but this is kind of I like to just throw little situations at you. So,
Cool.
Would you rather, do a kind of, so you like, your favorite artist. Who's your favorite artist? Like I'm talking globally famous, like
dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Yeah, actually, yeah, dead or alive. Who is your like globally famous, like, you know, top artist that you really fuck with?
Tupac or Bob Marley.
Oh, okay, I like that. Okay, let's say Tupac was obviously still alive, and he came to you and was like, "Oh, me and you we'll make an album together, innit?" So you either have that, or would you rather take £1 million in cash?
I don't know, man, because like here's the thing: I only want to make music if it's gonna be good. I could make a song with like Tupac, and it could be just like Tupac shitting on me. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that.
But you would still have the song with Tupac, and you could still leverage that in whatever way, like
true
for clout or whatever, or more opportunities, more deals. Like in more of a move forward, which would you choose? Would you choose 1 million in cash or an album with Tupac?
Shit, that's a hard question, man. I don't know if I could like, you know, to go like bars with Pac. It's like I'd have to add a lot of value.
You would,
you know?
But it'd be a lot of work. But the work you put into that would be immensely worth it because you have an album with Tupac.
But to be honest, I'd take an album with Tupac. I'd be like, you know what? Let me just produce for you, bro. You just rap.
No, you just rap. Yeah, I'll put this together. Say less.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even try put like a few bars together.
I just want to see him do his thing. I'd rather be like, you know what? Let me learn a few. I'll just make some beats for you. You know, I'll help you here, but I just want to see how you work. I want to see what you're like in the studio.
So, but ultimately, you would choose the experience working with Tupac over a million quid.
Yeah, man.
Okay. That's for me. I think that's kind of said like a lot about you. Like you genuinely really care about putting good music out into the world, man.
I feel like there's a lot of half-baked shit in the world, especially in this music game.
Yeah, well, it's easy to do, man. Like you said. Well, that's I guess the whole sell your soul comes from where it's just most rappers talking about guns, money, and bitches, and it's like not got substance and it's not got soul.
A lot of people not being themselves.
Nah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when I first started music, I kind of I didn't fall into that completely, but like I was making music which I thought would sound hard, or I thought people would like to listen to, and not realize, I need to be myself.
You need to make what you want to listen to.
Yeah.
You need to be the retailer and the customer, and that's when it'll work out.
Yeah.
When Steve Jobs made the iPhone, everyone was like, "Why the fuck would I want an iPhone?" But he was being the retailer and the customer to himself. He was like, "No, I want an iPhone." So of course you would want an iPhone because when I use it and I look cool, you're gonna want it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, look where it is now, man. But fucking hell, bruv, you've opened my eyes a lot here today, man. Like it's been really,
likewise, bro.
It's been really refreshing to speak to someone kind of with the mindset you have, man, and definitely keep pushing with everything you're doing. I can see great blessings coming your way, man. Definitely.
Yeah, big blessings, bro. Big blessings.
Big blessings, man. But anyway, guys, this has been your host, Jay Parnes. We're going to close up Matchbox now. And I'm about to say your name. I'm about to butcher it. Nayra?
Nayra J.
Nayra J, people. Listen, we'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.
Love.
Test. You're listening to the best. I ain't an average rapper, so I say that with chest. I'm stuck on time, 1-5 to make it rhyme. These the words and the lyrics on the top of my mind. I'm coming high and mighty with a flavor so spicy. With a flavor so spicy, I'm making my dough, I'm making my pee. Now we're aiming for the top, now the top you see.